I've been geeking out over AI video tools for months, trying everything I can get my hands on, and honestly, I keep finding stuff that would have saved me hundreds of hours if I'd discovered it sooner. The tricky part is there are dozens of options out there. Some are super expensive, some are clunky, and some just promise the moon but deliver fuzzy, glitchy results. After burning through credits and solid time testing different platforms, I want to walk you through what actually works, what to watch out for, and where Vizard fits in because it solved a whole different problem for me that most of these generators don't even try to handle. First up, let's talk about Runway. Runway's been a go-to for a lot of creators for a reason. It does a bit of everything: in-painting, lip-syncing, editing, and it can generate scenes fast. I ran a quick test generating an aerial view of a futuristic city at sunset with flying cars gliding between skyscrapers. Generation was fast, like 30 seconds fast, and the city looked pretty cinematic. The colors were gorgeous. That orange to blue gradient in the sky was a vibe. But the flying cars? A little blurry. Resolution wasn't razor sharp, and some camera physics stuff fell off. Characters sometimes glide like they're on rails instead of walking. So pros: speed, flexibility, easy for beginners, great suite of tools for tinkering. Cons: quality consistency, sometimes fuzzy output, and weird motion artifacts on complex movements. If you want to prototype or experiment fast, Runway is solid. If you need pristine photoreal footage, you might end up doing extra work to polish it. Then there's Sora from OpenAI. If your goal is ultra realism, Sora is probably the most impressive thing I've seen. I prompted a clip of a hiker moving through a sunlit forest with light filtering through the trees, following them from behind. The textures and the light scattering in the scene looked incredibly realistic. Even the subtle leaf movement and the hiker's natural steps made it look like professional footage. Sora nails lighting, camera physics, and character movement in a way that's honestly mind-blowing. You can get up to 1080p and 20-second clips, and there's a storyboard keyframe feature for more control. However, the content moderation can be strict and opaque, sometimes rejecting completely safe prompts. Also, the platform can unexpectedly change scenes, which unfortunately eats into your precious credits. So Sora is incredible when it works, but it can be restrictive and occasionally frustrating if your concept gets flagged or modified unexpectedly. Minimax, also called Hilo, is another wildcard, particularly if you want energy in a shot. I tested Minimax with the prompt showing a chef in a busy kitchen with flames popping off the pan and lots of background hustle. Minimax gives motion, a ton of motion. The chef was animated, the flames had life, background activity helped sell the energy. Downsides: realism isn't the best compared to some newer models, the resolution can be lower. And characters sometimes do weird things like lip-syncing or floating even when you didn't ask for it. It's great when you want an action-packed, stylized clip that feels lively, but if you need photorealism or subtle acting, you may find yourself upscaling and refining a lot. Luma Dream Machine was one of the first Gen 3 players, and it's stupidly easy to use. I threw in a prompt about a cat playing with yarn on a wooden floor with sunlight streaming in, and it returned a dreamy, slow-motion scene quickly. The warm glow was beautiful, but the cat's movements were slow and surreal, more like a dream than real life. Luma's strength is speed and simplicity, and it's great for abstract or stylized visuals. The downside is realism and physics. Everything tends to feel a bit floaty, and character proportions or motion can be off. Cing is another Chinese model that stood out for features focused on control. You can even train the model on a person's face to ensure consistent characters throughout your project. Their Elements feature is a game changer, allowing you to maintain consistent clothing and objects across entirely different shots. I tested Cing with a detective scene examining evidence, and it nailed the focus and cinematic tension while zooming in slowly. The Elements feature is wild. I uploaded images of two women with distinct looks, asked for them walking through a jungle, and the system kept their appearances consistent. That consistency is rare and incredibly useful if you're telling a story across multiple clips. But Cing has a steeper learning curve and can be inconsistent. Sometimes you get perfection, other times the output slips, especially if you push past two consistent characters. So here's the thing: all these generation tools are cool and getting better at making new visuals. But for most creators, especially those sitting on long-form content like live streams, webinars, podcasts, or interviews, the real pain point isn't creating new footage, it's turning long videos into short, engaging clips that actually perform on social platforms. That's where Vizard became a total game changer for me. Let me be clear, Vizard isn't another generator that tries to create whole scenes from text. It's built to repurpose your existing long-form videos into ready-to-post short clips, and it does this automatically. Think about all the time you spend scrubbing through hours of footage to find the one laugh, the one insight, the one moment that will trend. Vizard automates that process. It detects highlights, pulls out viral-worthy snippets, edits them into polished clips, and even helps you schedule and publish. For me, this meant saving dozens of hours every week. Here's how I've been using it. I'd upload a 40-minute live stream where I riffed on content creation tips. Vizard automatically analyzes the entire video and picks out about a dozen bite-sized clips where viewer engagement was highest. It then trims those moments, adds basic edits and subtitles, and produces ready-to-share videos optimized for every platform. Instead of me hunting for those moments and doing manual edits, Vizard did the heavy lifting. The feature that picks viral clips is like borderline spooky accurate. It finds the parts that make people stop scrolling. Auto-schedule is another thing I love. Set how often you want posts to go live, and Vizard will queue them up and publish automatically. So you can keep a consistent posting cadence without babysitting uploads. This matters more than you think. Maintaining a consistent posting cadence is what makes algorithms start favoring your content. Having a steady stream of shorts driving traffic back to your long-form material is the real growth loop that moves the needle. Then there's the content calendar. One dashboard to see what's scheduled, make edits, shift publishing times, and push to multiple socials. You can tweak captions, add or remove clips, and manage everything without juggling 5 different tools. For creators handling multiple channels or collaborating with a team, having a single place to plan and publish is huge. Compared to the generators I mentioned earlier, Vizard plays a complementary but crucial role. Tools like Sora, Runway, Minimax, Luma, and Cing are amazing at creating or editing visuals, but they don't solve the discovery and distribution problem. Vizard turns your existing footage into bite-sized content that works on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts, and then it helps you get it out consistently. Also, Vizard is way more cost-effective for creators who already have a library of content. Rather than paying per render to generate new scenes, you get more mileage out of the content you already own. A few practical notes and limitations, like nothing is perfect. Vizard's auto-edit picks the parts that tend to get traction, but it's not magic. Sometimes a creator knows which moments are special and wants manual control. Thankfully, Vizard lets you review and tweak clips before scheduling, so you're never forced to publish something you don't like. And while the auto-generated edits are polished, for brand-level polishing, you might still want a quick manual pass. Finally, if you're looking to generate brand new photoreal footage from scratch, that's where other generators shine. Vizard is best when your primary need is repurposing and scaling distribution. Bottom line, if you're creating long-form content and you want a way to multiply your output without burning out, try Vizard. Use the fancy generators for new scenes or visuals when you need them, but rely on Vizard to actually get your message in front of people consistently. In my actual workflow, I might use a generator like Sora or Runway for special cinematic inserts or unique visuals. Then I run the long-form content through Vizard to quickly create the short-form clips, schedule them, and hit publish. That combo saved me dozens of hours a month and actually grew my channel faster than just making new shorts manually. If you want to try any of these tools, a lot of them have trial credits or free tiers, so test them out and see what fits your needs. But if your goal is growth, consistent posting, and squeezing more value out of the content you already have, Vizard is the tool that actually does the hard, repetitive work for you. All right, that's my rundown. I'll keep testing new models and workflows, so hit me up if you want to see a deep dive on how I set up a system to auto-schedule a month of content from a single long video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.